Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. In tonight's nightcap, as a bit of machining, I make an adapter flange for a big carburettor that allows going to put onto a turbocharger on a motorcycle. I do some casting. I've got some friends come across and we'll do some casting. We'll finish off the castings we started doing last week. Hopefully there'll be some car boot sale items. I'll probably do this in two parts. There's quite a lot of video of the casting. It's all good video. I'd like to put it all in. I think you'll enjoy it. I've been asked by a friend to make an aluminium flange that size with a bit of pipe welded onto it with a 2-inch hole in it. A piece of pipe once been 1.5 inches long. It's something to do with a turbocharged motorbike he's playing with, putting a big carburetor onto it. That's the actual flange size, and he wants the hole to be 1/2 inch smaller than that. What I've got a bit of aluminium plate, a 10mm thick aluminium plate. I'll get it out of there, and I've got a piece of aluminium solid bar. I'll cut it into that and bore it 1.5 inches diameter, and he wants a slight taper on as well, like a round tube type taper, and then we'll weld it onto there. First thing I'll do, I'll mark out a rough square that I can get that out of, mount a bit of plate in a 4-jaw chuck, bore that hole, and then we'll line things up from that hole. The 2 stud holes, they're going to be drilled and tapped 10mm. I think he said it was 10mm. Yeah, 10mm. Right, so we'll cut a piece out the right size, put it in the lathe, bore a hole, go from there. Run out the trowel of the machine, we can finish it off by hand that last little bit. So that's my basic blank. I'll mount that to the lathe, put a hole in the centre, and we'll go from there. As you can no doubt see, my lathe's a mess. It's covered in swarf. Before I even start to machine anything else, I want to clean the thickest of it off, especially when I'm going to machine aluminium. These latex gloves are quite thick, good quality ones. Means you can pick the swarf up without the risk of it cutting your hands. Anyway, I'm sure you get the idea. You don't want to watch me clean the machine down. It's definitely a good idea not to use the wife's vacuum cleaner for cleaning your lathe down. Good idea not to use a wife's vacuum cleaner at all. And for the sake of 10 minutes it makes it much more pleasant to work on. A little bit of oil on the wheels of the lathe. This is just car engine oil, 1040 oil. You can buy proper, what you call whey oil if you so wish. But I've used this for years and had no problems at all. There's several oil points on the lathe that I do oil on a regular basis. Right, so we'll take off the 3-jaw chuck, put the 4-jaw chuck on, and machine wire. Central hole into a flange. Right, I've shown this on loads of videos. Dead simple, a piece of wood on the bed of the lathe before you take the chuck off means if you drop the chuck you won't damage the lathe bed. If you look at the bed of this lathe, there's 1 or 2 little marks. This lathe was used in a school, it was in school before I got it. So some clumsy little likes obviously dropped the chuck. But the lathe must be 40-year-old and it's not bad considering the age of it. None of them marks in that lathe bed have been put on by me. One of the worst ones is when people use a hacksaw in the chuck and they go through and they drive the hacksaw into the bed. Unexcusable. Right, the lathe's got a spindle lock on. We'll lock the spindle of the lathe and set of adjustables on one jaw, because I don't think the chuck will be that tight. It's not. If the chuck's really tight, I put in a piece of hexi bar and I use a bigger spanner on there to get a bit more purchase in it. You know what I mean, you drop the chuck, no damage done. This is what they call the lathe spindle, what the chuck screws onto. Obviously you've just seen us take it off. There's a Morse taper hole up there. And there's a register there, flat part. That's the part that the chuck locates onto. That must be immaculately clean and you must look after it. Make sure there's no bits of swap on there. A little bit of oil helps to get the chuck back off. Because the chuck I'm going to use, 4-jaw chuck, I've got a couple of them. This is the best one. Again, make sure the threads are clean. You've got a register machined in there, and that flat face there, that's what lines it up. All the threads do is hold the chuck on. The thread can be quite slack, it wouldn't do any harm. All you do, gently start it and just roll it on. If it doesn't go on as free as that, you're doing something wrong. Put the spindle lock in and just give it a nip, that's all it needs. I won't be making the lathe go backwards, it is going forwards. As it goes forward, the chuck will tighten on. That's roughly where I want the centre of the hole. I've got a nice centre punch mark there. There's a very easy and quick way of lining that centre up to get it running relatively true. All we do, open the chuck up so it lies in place. Fetch our tailstock centre in. And that simply locates in the centre punch mark, like that. So that's our centre punch running through, and all I've got to do now is nip the chuck up. One thing you've got to make sure is that when you come to bore the hole in the centre, that your boring tool won't hit the jaws behind the plate. There's plenty of room on this particular instance. If there wasn't, you'd have to put packing pieces between the chuck jaws and the job. One thing you have got to watch for is clearance between the cross slide and the job. There isn't any, so we're going to make sure that we're doing try and put the cross slide underneath the workpiece. We'll keep it well back there. And we'll drill a hole in, put a pile of drill in first, and then put some big drills in, then bore it out. And once again, make sure I've got clearance, nothing's going to catch. It's just aluminium, so it can go straight in with a decent sized drill. So it's putting a nice chip on one side and on the other side. That's because the drill requires sharpening. Cut properly on one side, not the other. You've got to be careful because they're nasty, horrible, sharp, what I call stringy bastards, and they'll cut you to bits. You can use lubricant on aluminium, you can use paraffin, kerosene, WD-40. WD-40 is probably one of the better ones because it smells nice, but it's quite expensive. Right, so we've got a hole through, I think it's a 7/8 hole. Now what we'll do, we'll put a boring tool in and we'll bore it out to size. It's the boring tool I'm going to use. It's a tip tool. It's a tool I use all the time. We'll advance the compound slide forward a little bit just to make sure that we've got plenty of clearance between it and the workpiece. Right, we can both through there, and there's no fear of this coming into contact with the cross slide or the tool post. Right, it's a 195 there, which is pretty good. This is the piece of bar we're going to be welding on and then boring out. Well, I'll bore it out with a tube and weld it on. But what I'll do, I'll machine a register on here, the same size as the outside of the bar, which will line it up. So when I come to weld it, it'll be in a short recess and it'll be welded. Right, all that does is give something for the metal to lie into so I can weld it. That shows us a nice flat bit of metal. It also assures that it's nicely mounted in the chuck. Right, so we can take that out now. Take it out, mark it off and cut it to the size of the flange.